Okay, so I'm back and I also dyed my hair because this part of the repotting is going to be more involved. Because I'm going to be repotting my Caladium white Christmas plants next. And they're quite big. They're at least 3 feet tall. So there. And speaking of the pots, I did get customized pots because I want to insert some personality for the plants and for the space. So I waited for them, for the pots to be repainted. And this is the first one. It's a clay pot from Greenleaf Manila on Instagram. And well, for me, any store that's named after Legolas Legolas is Legolas Greenleaf. Well, Legolas means green leaf in English or Western, but whatever. Let's stop talking about Lord of the Rings. So there, this pot has this terrazzo inspired print. I really like it. I like the color. And the other pot that I got is from Midnight Crafter PH. Also Midnight Crafter PH on IG. I've seen a photo of this pot when it was finished, but I waited to open it because I wanted to see it for the first time while recording. I have really high expectations for this pot because I saw the photo and it's really nice. I gave Denise is the name of the artist who works on these pots. I gave her a peg of the art that I wanted to incorporate in the pot, and I think she was able to faithfully capture what I really wanted. It's really nice in the photo. I was surprised when this pot came because I didn't expect it to be this big. Well, the specs are actually indicated, but maybe I lack mathematical imagination to cover the actual size of this pot. Oh, wow! It's so nice! So, I really wanted to get a design like this. I miss going outdoors. I miss the mountains, and this pot at least gives me a piece of that. It's nice. Wow. Okay, I'm going to start with a smaller one. That might be easier. So, I've also read that whenever you use clay pots like these, clay or terracotta pots are porous and therefore they absorb moisture and they diffuse it in the environment. You have to be more aware when you use clay and terracotta pots that your plant might need more watering. Look at this plant. It has tiny, weedy caladiums. I am so surprised. This leaf just came right off. Like, why do you not have a root? Why not? Why not? Well, anyway. Oh, wow. I think you could actually see the roots here. I think this is much better established and I should plop it in. well, not plop it in, but yeah, transfer. Ah! How do you remove the plastic now for me? Can you never come back here anymore? Well, it won't hurt. I was going to say it won't hurt to try, but it seems like you're sad and you don't want to live anymore. So, okay. I know you're supposed to like actually remove all of the soil and like clean out the roots and then put in new soil, but the roots for this plant, they're so fragile, and actually they've been thriving in the soil that they're currently living in, so I don't want to disturb that. I think I'll have to remove this weedy caladiums. I'm so sorry, but like this transfer already made them wilt. Caladium White Christmas. Well, you can't see it, but later you will. So next is going to be the bigger pot, and you also have to be very careful when choosing pot sizes because you want to make sure that you give your plant enough room to grow, but also at the same time, it can't be too big because if it's too big, there's going to be water. Too big is water. Well, if it's too big, you're going to have a lot of soil in there, which means that there's a lot of soil to soak in the moisture and just carry it with your plant. So it might be too much for your plant. That's not going to be good. So I hope that the size that I got, I sized up a bit because I could see that this plant is bigger than the other one. Actually has 5 leaves right now. Oh, there it is. And I hope it's the right size. Ta-da! Well, I think you can see it from the reflection, but again, you'll see it better later. This is my bigger white Christmas caladium. Wow, it's heavy. I was supposed to repot my Calathea Stromanthe Triostar. Is it a Triostar or a Triostar? In my head, it's a Triostar, but I heard a lot of people saying Triostar, so okay. Stromanthe. So, this is actually my second Stromanthe. My second Triostar, the first one, did this. Actually, when it got delivered to our house, it's already wilted, and I did tell the seller that, and she said I should just water it and it's going to live, and she's like, yeah, she can do it, it's going to live, but look, it didn't live. I tried reviving this for 2 weeks, but it did not live, and now even the soil looks weird. And in the beginning, I have this for like 3 weeks now, and it's just so healthy. Nice. And in the beginning, I was planning to repot this into this pot because the clay pot is nicer, but I decided against it because it seems to be very healthy in this plastic pot. Probably a few months down the line, if I can see that it remains healthy and I could sustain transferring it to a more beautiful pot, then I will do that. But for now, it can stay there. So the other story that I have about these plants is that As I told you a while ago, I am not sure whether my Caladium Florida clown is sick. It's because of this plant. You see, you really have to be careful about where you get your plants, because this one, I got it from a garden center. It's a Sansevieria Moonshine. I really love it. You see, Sansevierias are supposed to be very hardy plants, and they're supposed to be unkillable. But look at this one. This used to have like 4 bunches, and the 2 of them already died. And so I did an emergency repotting session last week. It was an emergency surgery. It's a transplant! Anyway, and it looked healthy for a while, but look, 2 days ago, this thing happened to this other leaf. So I'm not sure anymore. I did see the roots, and they didn't look like they had root rot. So my other theory that I was working on was that this particular plant has pests like fungus gnats. Nick in Tagalog. I think that, well, I can see Nick here in the house. That's what we call those kinds of insects in the house. And are those fungus gnats? So what I did was, again, part of my garden supply, I ordered some neem oil and castile soap. Supposedly, these are pesticides, and they're going to protect your plants from fungus gnats and mealy bugs, and what are the other things? All of the pests. And you mix them a tiny bit into a sprayer bottle like this, and spray them on your plants. I think they did look so much healthier after I began spraying them, but well, I hope there's hope for my Florida clown. As for my Sansevieria, I hope after this leaf it stops dying, because it's really nice. I like how this Moonshine has this silvery glow. Silvery glow. That's just me. Okay. So anyway, that's it for my repotting, and I hope you also enjoy repotting your own plants. If this video has been informative for you, I hope it's helpful, and happy planting!